stretch of road so empty. On a stretch of road so empty, it feels like the world forgot it. And, out of nowhere, a figure slams into your windshield, only to vanish when you stop to look. Imagine that, you. The headlights cutting through the dark, your heart pounding, and no one around to hear you scream. If that thought grips you, if it sends a shiver racing down your spine, then you're exactly where you're meant to be. Welcome to Friday 13, the channel where we don't just tell tales, we drag you into the shadows and make you feel the cold breath of the unknown. You didn't click the Hitchhiker of Black Horse Lake, Montana by mistake. No, you're here because you're one of us, someone who lives for that rush when fear takes hold, who craves a story that sticks with you long after the screen fades. This video is for you. Yes, you. Sitting there right now, maybe with the lights dimmed, maybe already wondering about that lonely road you've driven once or twice. You've found the perfect place, and I'm here to promise you a horror tale, so vivid, so personal, you'll check your rearview mirror tonight. So, settle in, turn up the sound, and let's hit the road together, because on Friday 13, we don't hold back. This is your nightmare now, and it's about to unfold. Let's sit with that first hook. What would you do if something hit your car in the dead of night and disappeared without a trace? Hold that fear close, because it's about to become real for someone named Ryan. But before we meet him, I want you to know you're in the right spot. You chose Friday 13 because you wanted a horror story that digs into your soul. And I'm telling you right now, this is it. It's long, it's packed with tension, and it's dripping with the kind of suspense that'll keep you leaning in, wondering what's waiting in the dark. This isn't a cheap scare. It's a slow, twisting dread. And I'm taking you, yes, you, along for every mile of this cursed highway. Ready? Let's meet Ryan and see what happens when the hitchhiker strikes. This is Highway 87, just north of Great Falls, Montana. A lonely ribbon of asphalt cutting through Cascade County, near the seasonal Black Horse Lake. It's dry most of the year, a ghost of a lake, but the stories? They never dry up. Meet Ryan, a 32-year-old delivery driver who knows these roads like his own heartbeat. He's late tonight, pushing his old pickup hard, the radio crackling static. You've driven a road like this, haven't you? Where the silence presses in, and every shadow feels alive. Ryan's not thinking about legends. He's thinking about home. But then, out of the corner of his eye, he sees him. A man on the roadside, long black hair whipping in the wind, denim jacket glinting under the headlights. He's thumbing for a ride. Ryan slows. Should he stop? Before he can decide, there's a sickening thud. The figure slams into his windshield, rolling over the hood. Ryan swerves, tires screeching, and slams the brakes. So, let's answer that first hook. What do you do when something hits your car and vanishes? Ryan's about to check. But here's your next hook. What if that hitchhiker wasn't alive to begin with? Ryan's shaking you. His flashlight dances over the pavement. But there's nothing. No dented hood, no crumpled figure. The crack on his windshield stares back like an accusation. But the road's empty. He mutters to himself. I hit him. I know I hit him. He's heard the tales. Everyone around Great Falls has. The phantom hitchhiker of Black Horse Lake. A Native American man, struck dead decades ago, doomed to haunt this stretch forever. Ryan laughed it off once, but now, his breath fogs in the cold, and he feels it, a prickling on his neck, like eyes boring into him. You felt that, haven't you? That sense you're not alone, even when you should be. So, that hook. The hitchhiker wasn't alive. He's a ghost, a specter tied to this road. Here's your next one. What if he's still with Ryan, riding along unseen? Ryan's back behind the wheel, but he's not alone anymore. The radio crackles, and that whisper, "Keep driving," slithers through the static. He slams it off, but the air's heavy, like someone's breathing next to him. He glances at the passenger seat. Nothing. Yet the feeling grows, a weight pressing on his chest. He floors it, the truck roaring toward Fort Benton, but the rearview mirror catches it. A flicker of denim, a shadow with long hair, sitting right behind him. Ryan yells, swerving, but when he looks again, it's gone. You know that terror, don't you? When your mind plays tricks. Or maybe it doesn't. Let's answer that hook. The hitchhiker's with him, unseen, a passenger he can't shake. Here's your next hook. What if the hitchhiker wants Ryan to join him? Ryan's losing it, The road's twisting, doubling back, trapping him in a loop. He can't escape. The fog's so thick he can barely see, but the headlights catch them. Dozens of hitchhikers, all the same, long hair, denim, standing still as statues, watching him. The whispers rise, a chorus now. Stay with us. His gas gauge drops. Empty, though he filled up hours ago. He stops, hands trembling, and the truck dies. Silence crashes in, then a tap, soft, deliberate, on the window. He turns, and there's the hitchhiker, face pressed to the glass, eyes hollow, mouth stretched in a grin. You felt trapped before, haven't you? That sinking dread when escape slips away. So, that hook. He wants Ryan to join him, to stay forever on this cursed road. Here's your next one. What if Ryan's not the first, and you're next in line? Ryan's gone, swallowed by the night, by the hitchhiker and his legion. The truck's found later, abandoned, windshield pristine, no sign of a struggle. Locals whisper, it's happened before. Drivers vanishing on Highway 87, claimed by the ghost of Black Horse Lake. So, that hook. He's not the first, and you could be next if you ever drive that road alone. Next time you're out at night, watch the roadside. You might see him, thumb out, waiting. That's it for tonight. You brave souls. If this tale rattled you, brave souls, if this tale rattled you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. More horrors are on the way. Tell me in the comments, would you stop for that hitchhiker? Stay safe, and maybe keep your eyes on the road. This is Friday 13, signing off. But the dark, it's still out there, waiting for you.